Have you ever wondered how the history of Afghanistan, a country often in the news today, began? Well, buckle up folks, because we're about to take a thrilling ride back in time to the ancient origins of this fascinating country. Let's set the stage with the Indus Valley Civilization, one of the world's oldest, which thrived around 4,000 years ago. This civilization was remarkable, featuring well-planned cities and advanced technology. Picture this. A society so sophisticated that it had urban sanitation systems before most of the world knew what a city was. Next on our historical tour, we touch down in the era of the Achaemenid Empire, around 500 years BCE. Afghanistan was then known as Bactria and Arya, provinces in the Persian Empire. Can you imagine the bustling marketplaces selling exotic goods from across the vast empire? But hold on tight, because here comes Alexander the Great, the young Macedonian king with a thirst for conquest. Around 330 BCE, he swept through, leaving Greek influences that would blend with the local culture in a fusion that would last for centuries. Yet, the wheel of time spins on and we find ourselves in the era of the Maurya Empire, established by Chandragupta Maurya. This empire, one of the world's largest at the time, extended its influence over Afghanistan, introducing Buddhist thought and culture into the region. Our journey through the ancient beginnings of Afghanistan is a whirlwind of empires and cultures, of trade routes and philosophical ideas. This intricate tapestry of history laid the groundwork for the Afghanistan we know today. Each era left its mark, contributing to the rich and diverse heritage of this landlocked nation at the crossroads of Central and South Asia. So, the roots of Afghanistan's history lie deep in the ancient world, but the country as we know it began to take shape much later. As we delve deeper into this historical saga, we'll uncover how Afghanistan transformed through the ages, shaped by the ebb and flow of empires and the indomitable spirit of its people. Fast forward to the 7th century, when a new force came to Afghanistan. Can you guess who it was? The answer is the Islamic Conquest. This was a time when the religion of Islam expanded rapidly across the globe, reaching the corners of Afghanistan. This significant development dramatically reshaped the culture, society, and politics of this region. Now let's delve a little deeper. The Islamic conquest didn't just happen overnight. It was a process that spanned over a couple of centuries. The Umayyad and Abbasid caliphates, the ruling entities at the time, played pivotal roles in spreading Islam in Afghanistan. However, the two dynasties that truly left their marks during the Islamic conquest were the Ghaznavid and Ghorid dynasties. The Ghaznavids, led by Sultan Mahmud of Ghazni, were a Persianate Muslim dynasty of Turkic Mamluk origin. They were the first to establish a Muslim empire in the Indian subcontinent, bringing Islamic influence to the region. The Ghorid dynasty, on the other hand, originated from the Ghor region of present-day central Afghanistan. They are known for their remarkable architectural achievements, such as the Minaret of Jam. This UNESCO World Heritage Site stands as a testament to the Ghorid dynasty's contribution to Islamic architecture. The Islamic conquest wasn't just about territorial expansion, it brought with it a rich tapestry of cultural, intellectual, and artistic influences. Afghanistan became a hub of learning, with scholars from around the world coming to study subjects like mathematics, astronomy, and philosophy. The Persian language blossomed during this time, with many Persian literary works such as those of the famous poet Rumi being produced. The fusion of Persian and Islamic cultures gave birth to a unique blend of art, architecture, and literature that continues to influence Afghanistan to this day. So, the Islamic conquest was more than just a military campaign. It was a cultural revolution that left an indelible mark on Afghanistan's identity and contributed to the world's intellectual heritage. With the Islamic conquest, Afghanistan became a center of learning and culture, shaping the world as we know it. Guess who's coming for dinner? The Mongols. But they weren't looking for a friendly meal, were they? No, they certainly were not. In the early 13th century, the Mongol Empire, under the rule of the infamous Genghis Khan, expanded rapidly across Asia. Their ruthless conquests and unparalleled military strategies left a trail of destruction, and Afghanistan was not exempt from this. The Mongols stormed into Afghanistan, wreaking havoc and leaving an indelible mark on the region. This was a time of great turmoil and change for the Afghan people who faced immense suffering and upheaval. The Mongol invasion was brutal and unforgiving, reducing cities to ruins and causing significant loss of life. Afghanistan's rich culture and history were put to the test as the Mongols took control, but as the dust of the Mongol invasion settled, new empires began to rise from the ashes. One such empire was the Timurid Empire, founded by Timur, also known as Tamerlane. He was a Mongol conqueror, yes, but he was also a patron of the arts and architecture, and under his rule the region experienced a cultural renaissance. This period saw the flourishing of Persian literature and the construction of architectural marvels that stand to this day. Following the Timurid Empire came the rise of another significant power, the Mughal Empire. Founded by Babur, a descendant of both Genghis Khan and Timur, the Mughal Empire was influential in shaping the culture and history of Afghanistan. The Mughals brought with them advancements in art, architecture, and administration, leaving a lasting legacy on the region. So while the Mongol invasion was undoubtedly a time of great hardship for Afghanistan, it also set the stage for periods of cultural growth and development. It's a testament to the resilience of the Afghan people, who have faced numerous invasions throughout history, yet have managed to preserve their rich cultural heritage. The Mongol invasion marked a period of great change, but Afghanistan was not yet done with invaders. Now, imagine you're in the 19th century and two major powers are vying for control over your homeland. Who are they? Picture this. You're in the heart of Central Asia, where two colossal empires, the British and the Russians, are locked in a fierce competition. This was no ordinary tug of war. This was the Great Game, a complex and high-stakes geopolitical chess match that spanned much of the 19th century. The British, with their vast colonial empire, were looking to safeguard the crown jewel, India. They feared that the Russians, expanding rapidly across Central Asia, might set their sights on India next. And Afghanistan, well, it was right in the middle, a strategic buffer caught between two giants. This power struggle led to a series of conflicts known as the Anglo-Afghan Wars. The first, starting in 1839, was a disastrous venture for the British. They tried to install a puppet ruler, but faced fierce resistance from the Afghan people. The British army was almost entirely wiped out in a humiliating retreat. The Second War, from 1878 to 80, saw the British again attempt to exert influence, but with a bit more success this time. They managed to secure some control over Afghanistan's foreign affairs, but full colonial control? That remained elusive. The Third Anglo-Afghan War, in 1919, marked a turning point. The Afghans, under the leadership of King Amanullah Khan, fought fiercely for their independence, and they succeeded. The Treaty of Rawalpindi, signed that same year, recognized Afghanistan as an independent nation. Amanullah Khan went on to initiate a series of modernizing reforms, eager to craft a new national identity for Afghanistan. So, Afghanistan emerged from the age of colonialism as an independent nation, but its troubles were far from over. The country had gained its freedom from foreign control, but the struggles of the 20th century were just around the corner. The game of empires had ended, but the challenges of nation-building were just beginning. Now we're in the 20th century, a time of great upheaval worldwide. How did Afghanistan fare? Let's dive right into it. The year was 1978 when a coup d'etat, known as the Saur Revolution, shook the nation to its core. The ruling Democratic Republic of Afghanistan was overthrown by military officers, leading to a drastic change in the political landscape. This coup marked the beginning of a series of events that would plunge the country into decades of conflict. Now, fast forward to the tail end of 1979, this is when the Soviet Union decided to add another layer to the complexity. The Red Army marched into Afghanistan, kicking off a grueling 10-year conflict known as the Soviet-Afghan War. The invasion was met with fierce resistance from Afghan fighters, known as the Mujahideen, who were backed by several international powers. This conflict, one of the most prominent Cold War battlegrounds, had devastating effects on the nation and its people. As the Soviet Union withdrew its forces in the late 80s, Afghanistan plunged into a bitter civil war. Various factions vied for control, and amidst this chaos, a new group emerged: the Taliban. Rising to power in the mid-90s, the Taliban ruled with an iron fist, implementing strict interpretations of Islamic law and severely curtailing civil liberties. However, the reign of the Taliban was not to last. The early 21st century saw the fall of the Taliban regime under the combined efforts of Afghan forces and international allies. Yet, the struggle was far from over. The country continued to grapple with political instability, insurgency, and socio-economic challenges. The modern struggles of Afghanistan have left deep scars but also a resilient people. Despite the hardships, the spirit of the Afghan people remains unbroken. Their resilience and determination to rebuild is a testament to their strength. This is the essence of Afghanistan's modern history. A tale of struggle, resilience, and an unwavering spirit. We've traveled through time, and now we're in the present day. What is the current state of Afghanistan? The echoes of the past resonate in the present, shaping the contours of Afghanistan's current narrative. Let's delve into the recent history, beginning with the War on Terror, a defining period for the nation. In the aftermath of September 11, 2001, Afghanistan became the epicenter of a global conflict. The United States, along with its allies, launched Operation Enduring Freedom, aiming to dismantle al-Qaeda and remove the Taliban from power. The war was long, grueling, and marked by both triumphs and setbacks. Despite the fall of the Taliban regime in 2001, the group managed to regroup and re-emerge, maintaining a significant presence throughout the country. Fast forward to the present day, Afghanistan still grapples with the remnants of this conflict. The nation faces a myriad of challenges, including political instability, economic hardship, and ongoing security concerns. The fight against the Taliban continues, even as peace talks have intermittently taken place. Moreover, Afghanistan is also battling with the humanitarian crisis. Poverty is widespread, and many Afghans lack access to basic necessities like clean water and healthcare. Education, particularly for girls, remains a challenge in certain parts of the country. Despite these hurdles, there are glimmers of hope. The younger generation is rising, educated, and eager to usher in a new era of progress and prosperity. Women are fighting for their rights, and there's an increased focus on rebuilding the nation's economy and infrastructure. As we examine Afghanistan today, we see a nation of resilience and survival, a nation that bears the scars of its past but refuses to be defined by them. A nation that, despite the odds, continues to strive for a better tomorrow. Today, Afghanistan is a country at a crossroads. Its future uncertain, but its history rich and complex. The pages of the future are yet to be written, and it is the people of Afghanistan who hold the pen. The coming chapters will be shaped by their hopes, their struggles, and their indomitable spirit. So, what have we learned from our journey through Afghanistan's history? It's been a long and complex tale, one that stretches back to the dawn of civilization and continues to unfold today. Let's take a moment to recap. We began our journey in the ancient times, where we discovered the rich tapestry of cultures that shaped the early history of Afghanistan. From the thriving Indus Valley civilization, to the mighty Maurya Empire, to the flourishing Greco-Bactrian kingdom, each left an indelible mark on the land that would become Afghanistan. Then, we moved forward in time to the Islamic Conquest, a transformative period that indelibly shaped Afghanistan's culture, language, and identity. The introduction of Islam brought not only a new religion but also a new social and political order. It was during this time that the region's famous architectural wonders such as the Minaret of Jam were constructed. Next, we witnessed the brutal invasion of the Mongols, an event that forever changed the region. The Mongols left in their wake a trail of devastation, but also a legacy of cultural exchange and transformation. Our journey then took us to the age of colonialism, a time when foreign powers sought to exert their influence over Afghanistan. Despite the challenges, the people of Afghanistan managed to maintain their independence, becoming a symbol of resistance against colonial rule. Then, we delved into the modern struggles of Afghanistan, a turbulent period marked by conflict, political upheaval, and social change. Despite these challenges, Afghanistan has shown remarkable resilience, continually rising from the ashes of adversity. Most recently, we explored Afghanistan today, a nation still grappling with the legacies of its past, but also a country filled with hope and potential. Afghanistan's rich cultural heritage, resilient spirit, and strategic importance make it a fascinating country to watch in the years to come. But our journey doesn't end here. There is so much more to learn about Afghanistan's history, from its literary traditions and architectural wonders, to its diverse ethnic groups and their unique customs. So I encourage you to keep exploring, to keep asking questions, to keep seeking a deeper understanding of this complex and captivating country. In the end, the history of Afghanistan is a testament to the resilience of its people and the complex tapestry of global history. It serves as a reminder of our shared humanity, of our capacity for both destruction and renewal, for conflict and cooperation, for despair and hope. So, as we close this chapter of our journey, let's carry with us the lessons we've learned, the stories we've heard, and the questions we've raised. Because history isn't just about the past, it's about how we understand the present and how we shape the future. Thank you for joining this historical journey, and until next time, keep exploring.